Hi, I'm Dr. Rhoberta Shaler, the Relationship Help Doctor. And if you were looking at those 4 choices on the page and you realize that your relationship fits in the category of toxic, explosive, or corrosive, you're on the right page with the right video. There's nothing more horrible than feeling as though your relationship is not supportive, not respectful, not honest, not trusting, and not reliable. And that is what produces toxic, explosive, and corrosive relationships. We are missing the honesty, the trust, the reliability, the respect that create safety in a relationship where we feel safe to be ourselves, to express ourselves, to ask for what we need and want. And if we are living in fear or we're sidestepping someone else's energy all the time, that is not going to lead us to the relationship you want. And you know that because that's why you came on the site, to see if you could find some way to get rid of this pain and turn it into the relationship and the pleasure that you were looking for. Some people are explosive. In that regard, they need some anger management. And many of us can use that. I teach anger management classes here at the Optimized Center in Escondido, California every week. And the reason that is so popular is nobody likes themselves when they are angry. Sometimes they can't admit it, but many times they say, I don't like who I am when I'm angry. I'm going to get some help. Because that explosive anger comes from unmet needs in the past, and it's become a way of being in the world. It's become a habit. And that habit can change. Anger is an arousal. It comes from emotions. In my opinion, it's not an emotion. It is the result of having an emotion like frustration or fear or hurt or pain. And so if you have an explosive relationship, then you're with a person who needs some help. Because if that person is you, you can get some help. If that person is the other person, you have to put your foot down a bit and say, no, I am not here to be the recipient of your lack of control over your decisions and emotions. So the explosive one is quite straightforward. The corrosive one is a little bit more difficult. And it may fall in the categories of 2 of the other videos in this 4-part series. Because corrosive means it's slowly wearing down and wearing away and feels a little acidic and feels like you really caustic and you can't get close to it. You don't want to get close to it. And that causes a problem in your relationship because eventually it's like, I'm not going to touch that because it may go off or it may be hot or whatever. So I'm not even going to go there. And slowly communication erodes. You find it much more difficult to manage your conflicts. Nobody's listening. People are in fear or hurt or pain or upset too much of the time. Others are too easily irritated. Even your presence or your breathing or the way you eat or some small thing. And one of those small things that comes up all the time is they don't want to hear what you have to say, so they criticize the way you said it. Your tone of voice, your choice of words, the look on your face or whatever. That's when you know that you're with a corrosive relationship issue. Is we're no longer listening to what the issues are. We're discussing the delivery of the person who is bringing up the items. So let's just have a thought about toxic. Now these are the ones you really cannot be around without solving the problems, because who wants to live in a toxic situation? But there's so many things you can do to take away the toxicity. Again, it comes down to willingness and ability. You have to learn how, so you get the ability, and you have to be willing to apply it because it matters to you. The relationship matters to you. So if you're in a situation that's toxic, explosive, or corrosive, it's time to get some skills and some help. And I can help you with those things. We can work together privately, or you can take one of my programs, read my books, or engage with any of the materials that I've done. And you could begin right now by subscribing to Coupleology, Vital Tips for Relationships, where you also get the podcasts and blog updates, and the bonus Coupleology Conversations with Relationship Experts. There is hope. There is hope for 99% of relationships if people are willing to work and they want it to work. So take heart, step up, take the first step, subscribe, let's work together, let's move in a direction that stops the pain and gets to the gain. Talk soon.